Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 375. And look who's back with the Kansas connection. So, from New Zealand, Keith the Snarf Wizard. How's it
Hi.
going?
Good.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
Kevin, who's back. Also, nice to see you back. Kevin from Sonic Boom TV. How's it going?
Good.
And of course, Steve from New Zealand, also back. Nice to see you back too. Can you talk?
Yes, I can, Dan. Yes, I can. You can.
If you guys are wondering what happened to Steve, you just got to go
You know
watch
what?
his
I
Aussie
couldn't
episode.
4 weeks ago.
What's that?
I couldn't talk about 4 weeks ago.
Oh, I
And that went
know.
on 5 weeks, yeah.
We were supposed to
Anyway.
do an episode, Steve and I. Was like, yeah, I got to cancel. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus, what's wrong? Then I saw your Aussie episode. I'm like, I get it now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Trying to get the words out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, glad to have you guys back. So today we will be doing another one of our top five. So today's topic is top 5 albums that you love, except for that one song that just either you really hate, find it okay, or just doesn't really fit with the rest of the album. So we'll talk about that. So top 5 albums that you love, except for that one song. So you guys are all good now?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So, well, let's test my friend Steve's voice. So how about you go first with your first choice?
Sure. Okay, so this is probably one of the first ones that came to mind because I guess with this show, and you sort of said, albums you really love, but it's got that one song. And this is definitely an album I really love. I love this album. But it does have one song on it that as soon as I heard it, and I got this album back in the day, so, this album came out almost 40 years ago. And yeah, as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, that's not anywhere near as good as the songs I'd heard on the album up to that point. So the album I'm talking about is a well-known album. It's Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet.
Oh, I know this one.
And yeah. And the song is Social Disease. So side one is a great side. Let It Rock, You Give Love a Bad Name, Living on a Prayer. Yeah, I know we've heard those songs 100 million times, but Wanted Dead or Alive, but I think they're great songs. But yeah, and then track 4, Social Disease, it just doesn't fit. And I guess it's if it was just a sort of standard hair metal album, I guess it's a bit of a standard hair metal song, really. But yeah, it's just I just never really liked it. And when I think about some of the songs that they recorded that didn't make the album, I think it's unusual that they decided to include Social Disease. But I like side 2 as well. I mean, yes, Without Love and Never Say Goodbye, a little bit wussy for me, but you kind of accept with Bon Jovi they're going to have a couple of ballads on there, of course. So I don't mind it, I accept it. But yeah, for a rock song, Social Disease is not one of Bon Jovi's best. So yeah, that's my first choice.
I actually don't mind that one.
But you're not really a big Bon Jovi fan, really, are you?
That album, though, I do love.
Okay. Yeah.
That's one of my first, other than Kiss albums. So I bought it when it came out there. So yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it was a bit of a gateway album, got me into hard rock and metal bands and stuff like that. So yeah.
All right, good choice, Mr. Kevin.
Well, I had to change my order up a little bit thanks to Steve. But here's one. Here's one you probably never heard of.
Okay. What's your track?
There's a song called Social Disease on this. And I really love this album and everything Steve said. But that one song is weird. And it's so weird that in my high school, someone started a rumor because of that song that John Bon Jovi had AIDS. And we were like, how did you get that from that song? He goes, well, he's going around having sex with everybody, And I was like, we don't know that he's doing that or not, So, but it always was just an odd song that didn't feel like it belonged with this album, and everything Steve said.
So social disease for you too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a thing, right? Like I've heard other people say it as well. It's like,
Really?
what were they thinking? You know? Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Keith,
But
do
you
you have
like
any
it.
Bon Jovi with you?
I was just going to go. Should I go get it? You know, there's a theme developing here.
Wow.
Hey, Kevin, if we have a match for the second one, that would be really bizarre. But anyway, we'll see.
Well, I don't think we will.
I don't know. I don't know.
Buy a lottery ticket if. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
willing to bet that my what was going to be my first one. My young guys might not even know who they are.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but then again, you know.
All right, Mr. Keith, what do you got?
Okay. Before I go into my first pick, I've just got to get one album that out of the way, because when I thought of this topic, this immediately jumped in my head, and I've just got to go through that before I do my first pick. Most of these albums I'm going to talk about today, I actually like despite the song, but this one album, there's a track on it that just completely pollutes the whole album for me. And that is from this album, Dire Straits,
Okay.
Making Movies. The first side of this is completely, it's dad rock. You know, you all know the dad rock type thing. It's dad rock, and it's got Tunnel of Love, Romeo and Juliet, Skate Away. But I cannot listen to even the songs before this because I know what's coming. And that song is called Lay Boys. It's terrible. I
Lay
don't even
Boys?
know what it's called. Lay Boys, yeah, on this. If you know this album, it just ruins the entire album. It's sort of about blokes dressing up in lay boys, do cabaret, and I don't even know why it was on here. So that one immediately came to mind on that. Terrible. So the rest of the ones I'm going to show, I don't actually mind them despite the song. So
Okay.
just quickly, since I've been going on a bit on Van Halen, love this album. But for me, Ice Cream Man, I know Dave likes to do this sort of show tunes, and that they're all right. But when you've heard this album as much as I have, and you love the other songs, Ice Cream Man sort of grates after a while. And the rest of the album's just so good. A case could probably be made for too many covers on Diver Down, but my first choice is Ice Cream Man on Van Halen 1.
I almost brought that one. I was like, okay, when I got to cut some down. But I agree. I almost had, and it was the same song as you. So mine will be an album I've had for a while. I just got it on vinyl maybe about a month or two ago. It's going to go with Blue Murder, Nothing But Trouble. And I cannot stand Itchy-Coo Park. One, it's misplaced. It should be at the end of the album. You've got a great rocker and a borderline epic masterpiece in between. And Itchy-Coo Park we all fall down. You got Itchy-Coo Park. I'm like, what? And then you got Cry for Love after that. I'm like, it's either misplaced. Like every time I'm just like, oh my God, I don't like this song at all. It's a cover. I don't want to just put covers too there. But yeah, either put this at the end, like Itchy-Coo Park at the end of this album, or not at all. Where it's at right now, it does not fit at all. When I make myself a mix, I always cut it out. I never play Itchy-Coo Park. I really don't like. I mean, it's better than the Quiet Riot version of Itchy-Coo Park. I'll give it there, but yeah, it's not a song that I really like to begin with there. So yeah, Blue Murder, Itchy-Coo Park from Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah,
really explosive.
What's that?
Really explosive start to the album, but that cover sort of.
Yeah, it's just I just find it
Yeah.
misplaced. Should be at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't mind the song that much, but yeah, you're right. The sequencing, because it's especially tracks 1 and 3 are so good. If it just
I know, it's like, but
those 2 songs at the start, at least, even if it was track 3. I mean, but yeah. Totally.
all right,
All
Mr.
right, so-
Steve.
Yeah. So you know what? I think Kevin is a fan of this band, so you never know, he might have it. So I'm going to talk about Brittany Fox, and there's a track on this album. I like this album, Girls School, Hold On. That's a great song. Don't Hide, Rock Revolution, Long Way to Love. But it's got a song on here called Save the Week. And I'm sorry. Hair metal bands talking about how we're going to save the children. Just
Come on,
come on,
man.
guys. Come on, guys. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. So and it's just not a great song. So yeah. No.
Kevin and I did a ranking of that one. I don't think I liked it either, huh?
They were saving the children. I mean,
Oh
come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
We were saving the
Them and
children.
White Lion were out there saving the world.
Well, they're at the
Why
girls'
some-
school. They're saving the children. Yeah.
Yeah. First, you have a video, one of the most sexist videos out there with Girls School, and then trying to pull a fast one after with Save the Week. I was like, yeah, no.
Then they called that keeping it real.
Wow.
I
I will agree with you, Steve, on that one. Yeah, it's not one of my favorites.
Okay, except they're going to have a ballad, right? But that one's just too much for me. Too
It's
much.
like We Are the World, basically, there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My feelings are hurt. I gotta go.
All right. All right, Mr. Kevin. You
Oh, it's my turn.
Fox?
So it's not Brittany Fox. I didn't include them. I just have this cassette. Can you see it?
Law and
Law
Order?
and Order. Guilty of Innocence. Any of you guys have that? Uh-oh, Steve's looking. Steve's looking.
Steve's looking in his back. He got, yeah, I've got it.
Oh, I've never seen it on vinyl. I've never seen it on CD, to be honest with you. So the very last song on this album is a song called Whiskey. Well, let me get back. These are kind of a bluesy metal, if you like Tora in that vein. And this album is great. Even the last song I think is great. But I used to bring, cassettes to school with me, and I was in this art class, and I was sitting in the corner. And the last song, Whiskey, is about an older guy, we don't know how old he is, and a 14-year-old girl. And he said he was 14. And I remember sitting in this classroom, and I'd heard it a couple times, just never clicked. And I'm sitting in the corner of the class, and I was like, what the fuck? And the teacher's like, what did you say? And I was like, oh, nothing. But yeah, he says it, and I'm like, why would they record a song like that? So last night when I was, looking up just different things, I looked up to see if there was a video for any of their songs, and they had, one of those ones where it's just a picture and they play the song. And somebody had said something about it, and I think it was the drummer who responded that, oh, every 19-year-old guy knew a girl that was too young, but she looked like she was 20 and you didn't know. And I was like, okay, even if you didn't know, did you write a song about that?
I was like, shut up.
Because, yeah, I mean, mistakes might happen, but yeah, I don't think you put it on an album, especially when you're older than 19 years old. So it's actually a really good song, except they just should have changed the lyric to something different, So yeah, Law and Order. Whiskey.
Right.
Look it up.
More to come on that subject later, by the way. All right, Mr. Keith. I don't know that song, by the way, Kevin. Never.
No, they weren't real popular, but they got songs that probably could have been bigger, but they came out like 89 or 90, I guess. And they just didn't catch on, but the album is really good. They have another album that I did find on CD, and then I found out last night that there was another one they put out years later it was one of those things where they record the album but it never got put out, and then they put it out later, and then it was way too late, and I didn't even know it existed until yesterday.
All right. Well, I'll have to go check that. All right, Mr. Keith.
Okay, since Kevin showed a cassette, I'm going to show a cassette as well, since I can. This one here. I actually prefer, this is AC/DC.
Oh, you've got
Dirty
the
Deeds
original,
done
yeah.
dirt cheap. Yeah, a friend gave this to me before he left for Australia. I actually like the cover of this better than the American. I think it's the American version that has
Yeah.
Well, the international. I just don't like his arm, the perspective of the arm there.
Yeah.
That's got to be worth a few bucks, though, right? That one right there.
Probably. Yeah, I haven't looked it up. I'm trying to find it on. Yeah, I'm trying to find it on vinyl, and I could have got it for nothing years ago, but these were like around everywhere. But now to find it on vinyl is quite expensive.
Yeah.
But anyway, my pick on that. The Bon Scott era's got some really good. He does suggestive songs really well. You know, tongue-in-cheek type songs, and one of them is Giving the Dog a Bone. Those type of songs, but just the one on here. I just think is unfunny. The Big Balls song.
Big Balls?
Big Balls, yeah. If you know this album,
Oh, not
Big
the
Balls.
Big. Oh my God, I love that song.
I love it too.
Yeah. Some
don't?
people do. No. Even when I was a kid, listening to that, I didn't think it was very funny. I don't know, might be me. It's not. It's. I don't find it amazingly as clever as some of the other songs that he's done in that sort of way. It's the same sort of joke all the way through, for me. The song's only like 2 minutes 38 seconds, but it just sort of drags the album down a bit for me when I have to re-listen to it. So not a fight.
I'll say musically it sucks, but the lyrics, I love the lyrics, and I don't usually like lyrics.
Well, the reason I love it is because when I was a kid, we used to play wrestling, and we all had our little theme songs or whatever that we'd come out to. And my friend, I had never heard this song before, and my friend comes out, and he's got these shorts on with these, I don't know what he had in his pants, but they were huge, round things, and he plays this song, Big Balls, and we're like, what is this? And we had to let him win because, nobody comes out looking like that with that song and can't win the wrestling match.
Wow.
I went to a Foo Fighters concert, and Jack Black came on and he sang that song at the Foo Fighters concert. Yeah.
You saw Foo Fighters live with Jack Black?
It was Foo Fighters, and Jack Black was in New Zealand.
Wow.
Doing a film, and he came on and sung that song.
That's cool. That's really cool. All right. Well, my next one, I'm not even sure if you guys maybe know the song. I'm going to go with Alice Cooper, Dirty Diamonds.
I know what you're going to. I know.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Zombie Dance with, who the hell was the rapper?
Exhibit.
So X and then Zibbit. And I'm like, okay, I'll tolerate, Bring the Noise. Actually, I like Bring the Noise with, Anthrax, or the other one, Run DMC with Aerosmith. But this, I was just like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I'm not a hip hop fan at all. And the whole album is just like a great rock, bare bones rock album. And then you got this zombie dance thing. I'm just like, oh my God, no. So yeah, I'm going to go with Alice Cooper, Dirty Diamonds, Zombie Dance with Exhibit. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who this guy is, and I'm never going to go and find out. So yeah, there you go. No. That's my choice. Was that the one you thought, Steve?
That's the one. Yeah, I think we've talked a little bit before.
All right.
Yeah. Exhibit did a bit of that. He actually, that's a bit of a thing he does. He goes on, rock albums and does the, if you're a rock band and you need a hip hop guy to come in, yeah, he's the guy.
He needs to stay home.
Needs to stay off Alice Cooper's albums, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this isn't. I reckon you'll guess this one, Dan, because we kind of talked about it a little bit on Messenger. So I love this album, Bullet Boys, and it is low hanging fruit a little bit when you choose a cover song. But yeah, it's For the Love of Money was an OJ song, and yeah, I just think they've got so many other great songs on here, their own original songs that are so much better. And yeah, this one of those ones where I'm choosing it because I mean I could handle listening to it if it was just an average album. But this is such a good album for me, but it's just a real drop in quality when they get to this song. So yeah, For the Love of Money. And there was a music they released as a single. There's a music video.
Yeah.
I think so, I think some people, not looking at anyone, like it. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, well, let's get the cat of. Yeah, he's talking about me, folks. I actually do like that song, and I actually heard that version first. I didn't know it was a cover at the time. So, and then of course I saw the original song on an episode of French Prince of Bel Air. So that's when I'm like, oh, it's a cover. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I like that song too. But I mean, you're right, Steve. It doesn't really fit with the rest of that album. But it's an okay song. It's not, I don't hate it.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying, Dan, too. It's like it is one of those songs that when you hear it, it's not like that well known a song that you wouldn't necessarily know it was a cover song, and you might just think, oh, they're just changing it up a bit, and a bit of variety and stuff. But yeah, just for me, nah.
I like the rhythm section at the end. Da 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 da. I love that song. Yeah. Yeah. Too bad, Steve. You're wrong. All right, Mr. Kevin.
Okay, my next one. It's one of my favorite albums by the band. I don't know if that's a popular opinion or not, but I've got Rat, Reach for the Sky.
Let's see if he's going to get the same one.
Huh?
I'm going to see if you get the same one. I almost brought that album too.
Well, for me, it's the first song, City to City. I don't know why that song just never grabs me. And I really love this album. And it's not a song that I hate. It just doesn't feel right to me for some reason. I think the first song I saw on this was Way Cool Jr. Was the first song I heard on. I think that might have been the first single. And I remember I was watching the video, and we're going to a Mardi Gras parade, and I was at my cousin's house, and I was watching the video, and they're like, "You still like that crap?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's great." And then when I bought the record, in the first song, I was like, "Do I like this crap?" Because I don't know why that song just rubbed me the wrong way, and then the rest of it I just loved.
See, I would have put No Surprise. That one's my the song that is I'm like, eh, but the rest is great.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's my favorite Rat album, but it's got to be top two. I haven't ranked them.
It's definitely my top 5 of Rat albums.
How many do they have? They have what, 6, 7?
No. Okay, we'll get Keith to go, and I'll count while
I'm calculating it.
7.
Yeah.
Don't count the greatest hits. 7 of them. Or the EP.
7 albums if you don't count Collage and the EP. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Keith, you can actually go now.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. Your choice, Dan, perfectly segues into what I'm going to talk about now. You've got a rapper, and you've got to imposed on another song. I think it was maybe a trend for when Run DMC jumped on with Aerosmith and did Walk This Way. Suddenly became popular for rappers to join rock bands and they'll do a track. So my choice is this is the album I'm talking about, Alternative Rock, REM, Out of Time. So the song that completely murders my ears on this one is a song called Radio Song. It's the first song on this album.
That's got a rapper on it
So
too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, KRS One.
Yeah, I think that's who it is.
Yeah, I don't know if they were if they tried to be hip or something by doing that. And he raps around he rap music's around the lyrics to the song, and it's just pitiful. And some of it you hear it and you can almost have to laugh at it. Radio listeners,
Yeah.
it's not good. This trend just needs to stop. People should stay in their lane. It's my opinion. You also get on this album Kate Pearson from the B-52s. She guests on it on the song "Shiny Happy People." That
Oh, yeah.
annoys me a little bit, but yeah, it's not too bad, but not as bad as that radio song. Just spoils the album quite a bit for me. So I don't know if you all guys, do you all know this album? This is the one with the big hit "Losing My Religion" on it, and it's got that.
I know the song, yeah.
Yeah, it's got that mandolin solo. Sounds a bit weird, but that was a big hit for the band on that album.
I used to work with a guy who loved REM, and I go, "Oh yeah, the Stand guy." The Stand guy goes, "Oh, there's so much more than Stand for this band." I don't own any REM at all.
I probably have about 12 CDs and close to that on record, vinyl too, and not all the same stuff. So overall, I probably got almost 20 albums of theirs.
Wow.
And like compilations and stuff. Yeah, I was big into them.
Like I know the cover. I've seen the cover, Steve, but yeah, I don't own anything. I couldn't tell you who they are, or I just know what was.
Well, this is probably their most commercial or one of their most commercial ones. A
funny
lot of the older stuff sounds way different.
The funny thing, when I bought that album on vinyl, I bought it for like $25, and the next day, Target put it on clearance for 1 cent. And then that weekend, I happened to go to the music store that I go to, and in the bin they had like 5 of them, the Target edition, and they were all like $28. And I was like, damn, they went over, they cleared out the Target for a penny, and then they just made nothing but pro. And I know they sold them because,
I'd buy it for a penny. Actually, I don't even think I could. The pennies don't even exist in Canada anymore. They're
trying to get rid of them here. I don't know if they ever.
I'd have to bring a nickel with the tax.
But yeah, I mean,
wow.
So yeah, never get those kind of things, because Walmart has done that too a couple times, where they clear out stuff and for a penny, and everybody on the internet's got it, and I was like, we didn't have it for a penny.
Wow.
So.
All right. Okay, good choice, Keith. I'm going to go with an album that Steve still doesn't understand why I like it. I'm going to go with Dio, Lock Up the Wolves, which I love this album, except for that song, Evil on Queen Street, which apparently is about a sandwich in Toronto on Queen Street. There's a deli, and it's based on a sandwich that he ate, I guess, in Toronto. Anyway, should have stayed in the deli, because this song really, like, at one time it was like either the song Lock Up the Wolves and Evil on Queen Street. I was like, they're too slow. Like, I don't know. I love this whole thing, but yeah.
The problem with that album is too slow. Yeah.
Well, especially Evil on Queen Street. What's that?
Yeah. Oh, just in general, I just feel it plods along a little bit too much,
Yeah, well, take off Evil on Queen Street. Lock Up the Wolves, I tolerate it now, but even also, what was the other one? Between Two Hearts. Like, those 3 songs, apart from that, the rest is just friggin' gold. I love this album there. But
yeah, and I mean, Dio's never bad, right? It's just like I just felt like after this 4 albums, this was a bit of a dip. Yeah.
But take off Evil on Queen Street and put Why Are They Watching Me?
Oh,
this album becomes a lot better, huh?
Yeah, that is a good track that didn't make the final copy of the album.
I'm going to go with Evil on Queen Street from Dio, Lock Up the Wolves. Yeah, it absolutely does nothing for me.
I tried to buy that album one time from either Columbia House or BMG Music Club, And I ordered it, and it was the only time that I ever got a letter back saying this album has been canceled. Don't know what that meant because the album was out. I don't know if that meant they just lost the rights to it or whatever.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
I don't know. But I was like, well, that was weird, and they gave me my money back.
It wasn't a good time for Dio at the time because I remember that tour was supposed to come here, and it would have been my second concert ever, and it was with Yngwie Malmsteen. But we had like, but it was like the venue he had booked was like half a football stadium. And one morning I wake up in the newspaper and go, Dio canceled. I was like, oh no. So I was a little bit sad there, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and he brought in Rowan Robertson on guitar for that one, and he only lasted that one album. But
Yeah, now in King Cobra and Bang Tango, I think, huh?
yeah, it's quite interesting. I listened to an interview he did. This is Ryan. We did an interview, about that time with Dio, and he's like 17 or something, when he recorded
Very
it.
young.
So. Very young, yeah. All right,
What you
my
got
next
for us?
one. So, this is a little bit like what you were talking about with sequencing. So the song I'm talking about is the title track from Cinderella, Long Cold Winter. So I like this album. I like this album a lot. And yes, they're getting a lot more bluesy, but they haven't gone too bluesy like they do on the next album. There's still some good heavy songs on here. But I just find Long Cold Winter long and boring, to be honest with you. It just kind of plods along. It's real bluesy, but also it opened I guess it doesn't matter so much if you've got it on CD, but for someone who I think I may initially have got this even on cassette back in the day, but again, it opens up side 2 on cassette or side 2 on vinyl. And I don't know, I always think when I change sides, especially with a hard rock band, I'm expecting the opening track on the next side to be, sort of a bit of a rocker sort of thing. And this one's just slow and plodding. And yeah, it's just, if it ended the album, I wouldn't mind it quite so much. But just the way where it's sequenced. And there's so many good, heavy songs on here. If you don't like it, I love that. Fire and Ice. The opening track, Bad Seamstress Blues, Falling Apart the Seams. That's some really great songs on here. But yeah, Long Cold Winter. And it's the title track too. So yeah, no, I'm not a big fan.
I don't even remember how it goes.
I don't know how it goes, and I got to pull these knives out of my heart because Steve just keeps stabbing me with these things.
Oh, stick around.
I like
Kevin.
that one.
I got some good stuff for you too.
Yeah, but I agree though. When a record on side 2, you do want a faster song to start it. I think they could have placed that. They could have put that at the end. I think, and it would.
I probably wouldn't have even mentioned it on today's show, but just because where it is, because I remember, back in the day, when you get the album, you're like, turn it over. Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing what the song's going to be. Is going to
right.
You anticipate it to be a heavy song. Like if I go through my record collection, which is mainly hair metal, hard rock, heavy metal, every song that starts side 2 is always normally a rocker. They don't normally start with a ballad. It's just kind of, I don't know, some sort of a rule. So it's a bit of but it was a bit of a surprise to me when I heard that. But yeah,
I'm gonna go listen to that after we record it because I have no idea how it goes. Well, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Maybe once I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah.
But the one thing I will say is because I opened side 2, I don't actually have to listen to it. When I turn the side over, just move the needle along a little bit and just start it from track 2. So it's actually kind of convenient.
All right. Oh, hey, Mr. Kevin.
My next one is a lesser known band.
Oh,
Red Eagle.
that.
You have it?
Yeah.
They were like Skid Row turned up to 11. I think they were. I think they had 2 albums, maybe. I don't know. This is the only one I've ever had. But there's a song called "Hot Sex," and it's kind of corny as far as I'm concerned because their songs are fast and aggressive, and then there's that song which is not so much. It's just kind of a cheesy hot sex, repeated, and I don't know. There's other songs about sex on here, but
Obviously.
that just doesn't do it for me. But I was it was funny because nobody I ever known knew what this was until a couple years ago, and now it seems like a lot of people do, but I don't know, they just weren't on the radio at all. I don't know how I found them back in the day. But I'm glad I did because this record's expensive.
I know.
Yeah,
I won it. I won it in a
Wow.
draw. So yeah, that's an expensive record to find these days.
it is.
It was Susie's Susie Suicide. Is that it? That's
Susie
not-
Suicide.
Switchblade.
Switch-
Switchblade Suicide. Serenade, is it? Switchblade
Yeah,
Serenade?
Switchblade Serenade was I think they had a video for.
But a guy at
Very
work
good
told
song.
me about Susie Suicide. That's the only reference I ever had about those guys. I don't even think I ever saw Switchblade Serenade here.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a video for that one. There may be another video or two. But yeah, I don't know what happened to him after that. I don't know if they put out.
They released a new album a couple years ago, I think.
Did they?
That was their third album, I think. Yeah, they kind of reformed,
They're
But,
active right now. I know that.
Yeah.
Well, that album is great though, and even that song. I mean, it's just kind of a weird for me anyway that they put that on there, but it's still a decent song. It's just kind of corny.
All right.
It's one of those albums. It's one of those albums I could see Real Gone Music reissuing. It seems like
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could imagine.
I don't think so because I think it's actually available. That's the thing. I don't think they touch anything that's not available almost or extremely
On
extremely
vinyl?
rare.
It's not available on vinyl very easily. Like we just said, it's an expensive record. So,
Well, yes. I mean, yeah. Maybe you never know.
Yeah.
I'll have it right, except for Keith, maybe.
I don't have it. Looking for it.
I have it on CD too, but I'm not giving you that.
Mr. Keith.
Poster's going to cost $110.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Right.
post in New Zealand. Yeah. Okay. My next one, I'm going to be talking about just a bad choice of a cover song may detract from the album a bit. So I'm going back to 1988. Judas Priest, Ram It Down. I don't own the album, and so they were approached by a movie company to supply a song for. They're approached by a movie company. Can we use one of your songs for our movie? And Rob Halford turned it down. The band completely turned it down. That movie turned out to be Top Gun.
Oh.
And so they ruled that decision because the Top Gun soundtrack, the movie exploded. The soundtrack was like 9 times platinum. So when there was another upcoming movie, and they thought, and one of the managers said, "Look, we need to why don't we put one of our songs on the movie? We're going to make money like
I see where this
Top
is
Gun.
going.
yeah." And so the movie was Johnny Be Good. And so they did a cover of the Chuck Berry song Johnny Be Good for it. Of course, you can't repeat something like Top Gun, and the movie flopped quite badly.
Oh, yeah.
And even when the album came out, Ram It Down, I don't think that did as well as some of the other albums. So I don't know why they chose the song as their first single. The cover as their first single, they metal it up quite a bit. Like it's a metal version of it, but it's still not very good. And there are better songs way better songs on the album that they could have chosen for the first single to represent the entire album, which is quite a good album. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could have used Blood Red Skies, which is a really good song on that album, and Come and Get It is another song on that album I like, but just because there's a lackluster sort of cover on it, it sort of detracts somewhat from the album for me. That's my choice.
I almost put that one, but a different song. I would have put Monsters of Rock. I really don't like that one.
Oh.
But yeah, Johnny Be Good, I don't mind that cover actually. I don't love it, but yeah, I don't mind it at all. And I do remember when that movie came out. That's got Anthony Michael Hall in it, I think, and it's a total total flop. So
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. and
is he in that?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in it.
I've never seen it. I don't think I will ever there, but
No, I haven't either.
I might
Just
have
had a
seen
quick
it, but I
look.
don't remember it.
what's that?
Said I might have seen it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's forgettable. So, all right, good choice. Well, no, I good choice, but I don't agree with you. All right,
Fair enough.
if I show you this album, what song would you think I would be putting there?
I know.
You know, so I'm gonna go. I love this album, but this one song called "Dolls" is so bad. It's every time I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, I'm just cringing. And then when you go and put little kids' voice talking about dolls and how much I love my dolls, they really love me. It's plain to it's just so stupid and cringy. I was like, no, I'm no. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Frilly's Comet, Dolls. And the thing is, there's another song that it's called Toys, which is in a later album there. I was like, oh, come on, don't do this again there, but it's not as bad as Dolls. My friend had bought this at the time because we're huge Kiss fans, and when I heard Dolls, was it 1985 here? 86? Anyway, at the time, he lent me the cassette, and I was like, what is this Dolls BS there? So yeah. Frilly's Comet, Dolls. Terrible. Terrible. All right, I think we're on our last one here.
Yep, last round.
All right.
All right. So for my last one, I'm going to go with the album I really like. This is Tool. This is their debut album, Undertow. And the song I don't like is actually the last song, which makes it very convenient. But it's a song called Disgustipated, and it's 15 minutes long. And
is that even a word?
I haven't looked it up in the dictionary or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah.
What was the song title again?
Disgustipated.
Wow. Okay.
That's the one about the carrots?
Yeah, it's the one about the carrots. It goes, life feeds on life, feeds on life. It's just real chanting, and there's a bit of drumming, but there's not really much guitar. It doesn't sound anything like any other songs. Like, this is really good. This is really good stuff. But yeah, I love this album. Every song too. Like, it's like every song I really like. And then this last song, which is, I say it's 15 minutes long, but it's actually not that long. There's a whole lot of silence. It has this hidden thing at the end where there's just someone talking and stuff like that. Again, nothing memorable, but it takes up the whole of on vinyl. It takes up the whole of side D, because it's a 2 LP. But yeah, so it's a bit of it's them being arty maybe or something. I don't know, but yeah.
Isn't there like a guy that's got like a preacher's kind of voice, and he's talking about the apocalypse or something, and the carrots are being
What is this thing about the carrots? I really don't get the context.
It's weird. I remember when that came out, I used to force people that wouldn't like any of the music I liked to listen to that because it was so stupid, and they just thought it was even stupider than I did. But yeah,
it goes. These are the carrots. The cries of the carrots. Yeah.
We're killing the carrot. Something, I don't know.
Okay, Mr. Kevin, what do you got for us for your last pick?
All right, I did this one to shock Dan mostly. This is probably one of my most favorite bands and most favorite albums. But when it first came out, I didn't like the last song. Zebra's self-titled album. The last song is called the La La Song.
Oh, we talked about. I don't.
And
yeah.
Now I don't mind the song now, but when it came out, I was like, "What is this?" And it was like 1983, 84, and I had the cassette, and I used to listen to the album, and then when it got to that last song, I would just take it out, and turn it over, and rewind to the beginning. I would skip it. And then later on, I just started listening to it, and it, I don't know what it is. It's almost like something they tried to be the Beatles with or something. You know, I don't know. It's a weird little song, and being that it's last, it doesn't affect the rest of the album so much to me. But I for a long time I just couldn't stand that song, and then it grew on me, and now when I play it, I play the whole thing. But yeah, to have a song on the album that's probably one of my favorite albums of all time.
I'll agree with you, but it's a catchy earworm, like la 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 la.
Right.
It's the title I find dumb, and like the
Yeah, I
song's great. It's the title and the lyrics of that one.
I won't say it's great, but it's I don't know. I think the rest of the album is
Mhm.
you know, top of the line, but
Yeah.
you know, but that song just rubbed me raw.
All right. Okay, Mr. Keith.
Okay. For my last pick, I'm going to be talking about repetitive lyrics, repetitive chorus that sort of ruins the song, and it might be a song that you don't like on the album just because of that. And it's this album here by Bruce Springsteen, Letter to You. So all the songs on this album are recorded live at Bruce's house with the full E Street Band. Sort of a COVID situation. You got the band in and recorded these live. There's not a lot of overdubs and things on that. But the song I'm going to talk about is called House of a Thousand Guitars on here. And the chorus is the title of the song. And he doesn't repeat House of a Thousand Guitars once. He repeats it over and over again. So that's House of a Thousand Guitars, House of a Thousand Guitars, House of a Thousand, again and again. And as a title for a song, it doesn't really roll off the tongue that well, but just hearing it repeated, and it doesn't really sort of work. The rest of the album's fantastic. There's some really good songs on here. The only sort of positive thing I can say about be positive about songs is he throws a really great line in that song. There's a really good line or a couple of lines, and I've written it down because you know the memory's not that great. And the line is, the criminal clown has stolen the throne. He steals what he can never own. So if you know Bruce's politics, you know where he's going with that line. But it's a great line.
Yeah.
And that. So another album, like Dan and I did a show, and we talked about this album's AC/DC Stiff Upper Lip, and there's a song in here, I Feel Safe in New York City. Same sort of thing. Yeah, they just repeat in the chorus, I feel safe, over and over and over. And
I remember hearing that one live, and we're going, what the hell is this? So anyway, they played it live.
Yeah. It's my last one.
All right. My last one, I'm actually going to be picking on my favorite band. Now, this song, I really hate it. I hate it with a passion. It's probably my least favorite Kiss song, but it seems that everybody who doesn't like Kiss loves this song. So I'm going to go off from the album Hotter Than Hell. And I'm going to go with the song Strange Ways. I don't know if you guys know that song. It is, it's an Ace Frehley song sung by Peter Criss. It's dark. It's, the riff, I don't like it. I've seen it live, even when Peter Criss opened up for Ace Frehley. And I go, oh, we're going to be playing something together. I'm like, oh, we're going to play Strange Ways. I'm like, oh my God. But I really don't like that song at all. Okay. But it seems that I've been on other channels. And I'm like, oh yeah, I really like that one song, Strange Ways. So I'm like, okay, is it me? Well, it's probably me there. But yeah, do you guys know that song, Strange Ways? Don't worry about it if you don't. That's okay.
I basically know the hits.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a deep cut. Like, it's a deep cut and a half. Like, it's it's slow, doomy, borderline doomy almost there. But and to add to Kevin's little, remember I said something more on that later on about that song about a 14-year-old. I don't know if you ever heard the lyrics to Going Blind, where he's singing, I'm 93, you're 16. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I must be going blind.
Yeah. It's, and I guess we could have thrown in the winger, she's only 17, but
Yeah.
that could be legal depending on where you're at.
And there's a worse one with Paul McCartney. Isn't he eyeing a 13-year-old girl? Anyway,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
there's worse ones. But anyway, Kiss Hotter Than Hell. I never liked Strange Ways. I will never like it. I could have easily taken out a Peter Criss solo album and name you all the albums, but I have to like the album. So yeah, I'm going to go with Strange Ways from Kiss. No for me. So there you go. Any honorables?
We're just
Nope.
talking about Kiss. It's not really one song, but any Gene Simmons songs from Asylum or Animalize. Like I really love those albums, but I only like the Paul songs, pretty much.
I'm gonna agree with you for Animalize, because Asylum, you're full of shit.
Yeah,
Trial by Fire is good.
nothing. I mean, maybe I do need to give it another.
You don't like Trial by Fire?
I don't know. It just doesn't. I'll have another listen, Dan. I'll have another listen.
All right, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
show two really quick. One's gonna piss off Kevin. And
Oh, come on. Y'all have hurt me so bad in this episode.
remember this one?
Oh, yeah. That's the best song ever. You're wrong.
What's it called? Yeah, My Dog.
You're the wrongest person there ever was.
And but yeah, these are albums. I love these albums, and I'm gonna go with Max Webster from A Million Vacation. Research, and in brackets, At Beach Resorts. It's not even a song. It's like just riffs mixed in with talking, and it doesn't really fit with the album there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with those two there as honorables. I'd still tolerate. I'll still tolerate Saigon Kick because it's 54 seconds we talked about last time.
It's the best 54 seconds of your life.
No, it wasn't. Trust me, it wasn't. Like, I'm not kidding. It wasn't. No.
I love that song.
All right. So these are our top 5 albums that we love or like, except for that one song. Let us know in the comments what you think. Let us know if there's an album out there that you love, except for that one song. Put in the comments there. And once again, I do want to thank Keith, Kevin, and Steve for doing this. I'm going to put their links again on the bottom. And go check out their channels, subscribe or whatnot. And I would like to thank Kevin for his lovely little comment on the bottom here of his window. I guess nobody noticed.
Oh, how did you do that? When did you do that?
I told you, Keith, I was going to have some fun eventually when I learned how to do that. I'll put it back. I'll put it back.
I taught you a trick.
Look, go in the comments and tell us how much you love the song My Dog, and that David should get a tattoo on his arm that says My Dog is my favorite song.
There you go. Yeah, you're gonna win a prize from Sonic Boom TV for that. Anyway, all for fun, guys. So anyway, on that note, write in the comments what you think is a great album with a bad song, and go check out my friends' channels like I usually say. So and on that note, thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.